Hello, thanks for joining today. We are going to go through this webinar today that is all focused on our most recent bathroom survey. So we'll really be doing a deep dive into bathroom trends and insights that we have found from that survey. My name is Olivia. I'm sure I've met a few of you at some Houzz events before. If not, I'm sure you've heard my voice in maybe one of these webinars. So thanks for joining again today. So today we are using GoToWebinar. Thanks for joining if you haven't kind of attended any webinar before, but I'm sure it was quite easy to access, hopefully. If during the session you can't hear me or the slides aren't working or anything like that, you have any questions at all, please just look on the right-hand side. There's a little control panel and there's a section called questions and another one called chat. You could put in any questions, comments, suggestions in either one of those sections. And I am sure to try to follow up during the session, if not after, with you directly. But also, if you do have any other questions or anything like that, don't worry because we will actually be recording this session and I'll be able to send that to you later today or tomorrow. So you'll have a copy of this as well. So what we're going to be covering today is on the screen. First, I will just do a little bit of an overview of who we are and what we do, just so you have a bit more context of what Houzz is and what it is we do. And then we'll be diving into all of the insights and trends that we get from the site and from our user activity. I'll start a little bit broad before we do dive into the specific bathroom insights, renovation costs, trends, data, who Aussies are hiring, and why they're renovating their bathrooms. So let's start. First, I'm going to start with just how we started. So Houzz, we often get this question about where we started, if we're an American company, those kind of questions. Yes, we did start in the States in 2009 by Adi and Alon. So they are this lovely couple on the screen. They're husband and wife, and they started Houzz after they actually went through renovation of their own when they bought their first home, and they moved across the country, bought their first home, which was this ugly pink ranch style house, and they really struggled to renovate it. So they really struggled to find the right professionals for the job, find the right designers, suppliers, products, and just design inspiration that actually fitted what they wanted for this project and for their home in general. And they really struggled with this, and they really acknowledged that, hey, there's actually a huge gap in the market here, that home renovation, home decoration should not be as difficult as it is to source the right products and the right people for the job. So they tapped into technology and their technology backgrounds to really create a platform that provided an end-to-end solution in that space. So they wanted to create this one-stop shop that basically made the whole process of home design, home renovation, and home decoration a whole lot easier for people like them, so homeowners and renovators, but also for the professionals that they came in contact with along the way. So from that, Houzz was born. And since then, we've kind of exploded globally. And that just comes down to it just being a very user-friendly site, but also that it really is this end-to-end solution. So we have these 5 distinct layers of Houzz that are photos, products, professionals, editorial, and the discussion forums. Each of those layers are really interconnected throughout every aspect of the site. The most so and the most kind of obvious is when you're just looking at a photo. So yes, we know that the most amount of time people spend on Houzz is inside the photos section. But when you're looking at a photo isn't just kind of a source of inspiration. You can also find the products that are tagged behind this photo. People can ask a question directly on this photo, read an article that this photo has been featured in, and most importantly, find the professional who did this work. So every photo that's uploaded to Houzz has that professional's watermark on it. It has the link back to your profile, your website, or your contact details. So anyone that's just looking across Houzz not only finds inspiration, but it finds the professional to get that job done. So that's why each of those layers are so important. For users, it makes it very easy, very user-friendly. That's why they keep coming back again and again, because it is so easy to use. But also for professionals like yourselves, each of those layers just allows another area for you to get more exposure in and just get your work and your name in front of more users and more homeowners. So photos, obviously you're uploading your own photos. That all links back to your profile so people can see exactly what you do, how you do it, and when you did it as well. They can really get a sense of your aesthetic. Our editorial is fantastic. Our stories are sent out in newsletters every week, twice a week. They're featured in our editorial section as well. Your photos can be featured on Houzz. Your projects can be. You yourself can be. You can also write for Houzz as well. If you're interested in any editorial opportunities, please do let me know. Our advice section is a fantastic place for you to showcase your expertise, get a bit of brand personality, chat to some other users and also professionals in there. The Find Pros directory obviously shows just a directory of professionals. You can really start ticking all the boxes on your profile to make sure that you are being found on that first page or high up in that search directory. In the product section, you can tag products in your photos to show you're working with local makers, retailers, and also if you're a brand, you can obviously showcase your products and where to buy them. So our success has really exploded, like I said. One really big and cool win that happened just last year was that we won the best app in the world at the Google Play Awards, which is a very exciting feat for us. So we always take any chance to mention that. But then just looking at our audience in general and how much we've grown and who is using Houzz, we know a lot about our users, but just looking at overall, we have now 40 million unique users coming on the site every single month. In Australia alone, we have 1.5 million local users, which is really exciting since our launch of the local platform. And 15 million photos being uploaded to the platform, which is really exciting because it shows that not only are the users engaged and looking for these photos, but our professional community continue to upload their best and their most recent work to the platform to showcase those as well. We also know how people use Houzz. So yes, we have this huge database and this huge user audience, but what is really important, especially for professionals like you to know, is how people actually move about the platform. So we understand there's 5 layers, and this is typically how someone kind of travels around Houzz once they land on us. So they typically land here looking for ideas and inspiration. So they usually start in that photo stream, looking at different room types, colors, styles, etc., to really kind of break down what it is they're looking for and what it is they want. They then ask professionals like you for advice in their upcoming projects. They show off their design dilemmas and see who can help in that discussion section. They then reach out to the professionals that are in their area with projects that they like to help them out with those projects. And they can do that by just contacting you directly from your profile. Then they continue to use Houzz to finalize all those finishing touches. So they're jumping back into Houzz periodically to look for those finishing style elements, the products that they want, and all of those finishing touches to complete that job. So that is typically how someone moves about the platform. So it is really important to note that they could come across you and your profile, which hopefully would look something like this at any stage in that timeline. So if I've seen your name in Find Pros, I can click straight through to you. I see your name in the advice section, click through to you. A photo in an editorial story or a photo in the photo stream would lead me back to your projects here. So just to chat a bit more about this pro. So this is Minosa, that are bathroom designers and renovators in Sydney, so in Alexandria. And this is an amazing profile that really does showcase this professional super well. So one thing I will say, just because this is bathroom and bathroom focused today, the bathroom renovators, bathroom designers category, as well as kitchens on Houzz, that category of professionals is a highly competitive market. So on Houzz, we have about 2,000 Australian bathroom and kitchen designers listed with us, with some amazing work, really local projects that look amazing and quite different as well. But it is a very competitive market. So you really do want to make sure that if you are in this category, you are really doing your work justice and your business justice by really filling out all aspects of your profile. Bathrooms and kitchens, it shouldn't come as a surprise, the most renovated spaces of a house year on year in Australia. These are the most popular rooms to renovate, which I'm sure you know. So it is important that if you're in this space to really keep up to date with your online presence. So a few things that these guys have done really well. Of course, their projects are amazing and they've got some professional photography there. 56 projects is fantastic. 6 reviews and they look mostly 5-star, which is great. Quite a detailed amount of business description, contact details. We can also see that these guys are actually a Pro Plus client. That is a premium profile that offers you local branding on Houzz as well. I can chat more about this a little bit later, but this just ensures that their work is going to be really pushed out in front of that right audience in Alexandria and in Sydney where they want it. So these guys have kind of guaranteed that they will be seen by the right audience, which is really cool. I will just launch a quick poll right now. Just if your profile doesn't look as amazing as this profile, or if you just are thinking, oh, I haven't kind of done much to my profile in a couple of weeks or months or years or whatever, we can always help you out. Just over the phone, we can give you a couple of tips to just make sure your profile is looking the best. So I'll just give you a second to say yes or no. This is, of course, like no obligation, free chat consultation, which some of you may have had already. So if you wanted to say yes, please say yes. If you want to say no, say no. Okay, so now we'll move on into our data. So of course we have this huge audience, which is really cool, but the greatest thing about our audience is that they really do tell us a story, and we are able to see a lot of trends and a lot of insights from our community. So we do know them really well, and we are able to see just what is ticking and perhaps what is a trend before it really becomes a trend in Australia. So from all our data, a lot of trends pop up, and I know when you're searching through Houzz, there are some amazing multi-million-dollar houses with amazing views and crazy features or lots of land, those kind of things, which can really draw the eye. But really what Aussies are looking for on Houzz and in design solutions are really practicality. So we can see again and again, year on year, that practical solutions are by far the most kind of searched terms that keep coming up again and again on Houzz. So this photo of a cutlery drawer is one of our all-time most popular photos on Houzz, which is pretty crazy because it's just a cutlery drawer, but it's a very clever design, which offers really practical solution for this kitchen. So it's obviously resonating a lot with Aussies as well. Other really popular things that we see being searched for, storage, so clever storage solutions, things that are just functional and practical. So this goes not just in these few examples of hallways and outdoor areas, kitchens, but definitely bathrooms as well, as I'll talk about in a bit more detail. But this trend of just functional, practical solutions that are tailored to your life or the life of your client really by far outweighs kind of the most on-trend design feature. So do keep that in mind, that this is what Aussies are always searching for, is just those really clever and practical solutions to just inject into their home. So now when we're going through the actual bathroom trends, yes, like I've just said, we can get a lot of data and insight just from the site itself and the keywords and terms that our users are searching for and the photos that they are saving. But we want to go even deeper than that. So every year on Houzz, we do a survey. So we do a couple of surveys that are based on specific spaces of the home. So we can really do a deep dive into that space. So we do a bathroom study, kitchen, landscaping, bedroom. We've done a few pets in the home as well, really just so we can do a deep dive into that space to find out what Aussies are doing, how much they're spending, who they're hiring, all of those insights and trends. So this is the latest bathroom study that I will run through. And all of this data and insights, actually the exact slides are able to be downloaded as well. So I will show you where you can download that PDF in the future. But looking at our results from our most recent study, no matter the size of our budget, all Aussies want is an easy to clean but beautiful bathroom. So they're looking for a lot of natural light, ample storage space to stash their stuff and just use well. So renovating the bathroom almost always results in a change of style, no matter what our age or our living situation. The style we choose, however, and I will go into this a bit more, that often varies according to whether we're a baby boomer, millennial, or somewhere in between. So in talking through the results of our study, you'll discover which features are at the top of homeowners' lists when they're planning a bathroom renovation or if they've just completed a bathroom reno, how much we're spending, and whether our home's resale value is still an influential factor. So let's get into it. So first of all, just looking at who we are as renovators, and you can see the characteristics of renovating homeowners on the screen here. So what is interesting is that 64%, so the majority of renovators, they have purchased their home within the past 10 years. Whereas 41% are those who plan to sell their home within the next 10 years. So that's quite interesting when really people are renovating because they've purchased their home, they've moved in, they've finally saved enough money, or they finally have the time to do a renovation for their home that they're going to stay in. So the majority of people aren't looking for just resale value, they are looking in turning that house into a home. And we can see the breakdown of homeowners by age just down the bottom. So 54%, that middle green color, that is the 35 to 54-year-old bracket. And you can see that they are the majority of renovators. 31% are the over 55s, and then the rest is the younger gen with 25 to 34-year-olds. So looking at why we are updating our bathrooms, so it should come as no shock that the top reason we renovate our bathrooms is that we can literally no longer stand the old one. And then coming in a close second was a bathroom that no longer functions well. And third, we finally have the means to be able to renovate. So that's quite interesting to just know those triggering factors of why people actually are starting these bathroom renos. And when we're looking at the timing of the last bathroom updates, 20% did a renovation between 11 to 15 years ago. So we can really see that the majority of people don't renovate their bathrooms that often. And a lot of the time, it's something that you only do once or twice in a lifetime. Looking at a style overhaul. So how we are designing our bathrooms. So I mentioned that most renovations result in a complete style overhaul. Um, and in fact, it's actually 92% of the respondents said that they completely changed the style of their bathroom during the renovation, or they plan to completely change the style. So these surveyed houses, all of them were either in the middle of or planning a renovation, or some had actually completed one just recently. So looking at the chart just on the left-hand side, while contemporary and modern styles trumped any other, style preference also came down to which generation a homeowner belonged to. So baby boomers, for example, leaned slightly more towards traditional style bathrooms, where millennials favored the more Scandinavian style a lot more than the older generations. 8% of millennial respondents also factored romance into their renovation equation, which is 3 times the number of the over 54s who felt the same way. And just to quote our editor, our Australian editor, Vanessa, she had said that most millennials, in looking at these results, most millennials tackle bathroom renovations shortly after buying a home, and they want to personalize and romanticize the space. Homeowners older than 55 are motivated more by lifestyle triggers, so such as family changes or even physical triggers as well as just things breaking or wearing out. So those are the main triggers in why they renovate, and while the style is changing as well. Moving on to our top bathroom priorities with this beautiful photo here. So almost 80% of renovators prioritized a stylish and beautiful bathroom over all else. But a bathroom that added to their home's resale value was also highly important for 45% of respondents. Other priorities included an abundance of natural light at 39%, and a bathroom that's easy to clean and easy to disinfect, and also one that had plenty of storage that made things easy to find. So those are the real functional priorities that people were tackling in the bathroom. Looking to what major changes we make in our bathrooms. So major upgrades renovators looked at were increasing the room size overall and increasing shower size. So the top feature upgrades were taps, plumbing features, cabinets, walls, flooring, and showers. And of those who updated their bathroom basins and vanities, almost 1/3 opted for a double sink. So a double sink is interesting. That has actually been a really big trend on Houzz Australia recently. We've seen the rise of a lot of double sinks being searched for, and also of projects that have been uploaded. So that's a really big one to look out for in the coming 12 months as well. So specifically looking at bathtubs and how and why we're changing those. So among those that were upgrading their bathtubs, the leading tub feature across all generations is one that has room for 2. So that's at 22%. Many more millennials than baby boomers listed a tub for 2 as the top priority in choosing a tub. Looking at the top styles, freestanding flat bottom bath was number 1 by quite a lot at 43%, with the alcove bath and a corner bath being second and third. And you can then see on the right-hand side, the number 1 bathtub elements that are again broken down by age group. And these are 2 beautiful examples of some freestanding tubs here, both by Australian designers as well. Looking now onto showers, and really supersized showers. So among those upgrading their shower, over 2/3 of renovating homeowners increased the size of the shower. So that was 68% of renovators increased the shower size. The top shower feature upgrades included rainfall shower heads and handheld shower heads as well. Showers designed to accommodate 2 people were also popular, particularly among millennials, and that's 26% for millennials versus the 10% for baby boomers. Overall, 12% of homeowners chose this option. So they really are being just supersized in general. And this is a great example of that, a bit of Scandinavian styling here as well. And we can see it's a really supersized open shower that actually features 2 rainfall shower heads, on the left-hand side. Looking to what high-tech features we choose in our bathrooms. So this is cool that technology is finding its way into just every aspect of our lives, including the bathroom. So high-tech toilets are really on the rise, particularly in Australia. These toilets can be self-cleaning, have overflow and anti-clogging protection, motion-activated lids, heated seats. They can sometimes feature a built-in nightlight, self-deodorizing, and can feature hands-free flushing as well. So far from Australian renovators, just 12% of toilets are considered high-tech. But I would really stay tuned for next year's survey because I would definitely predict that this number would go up. The other kind of high-tech features that are finding its way into bathrooms include shower heads with LED lighting and built-in speakers, built-in bathtub sound and vibrations, and also built-in scent or mist dispensers in the bath as well. And these are some great examples of those high-tech features. And not only just the high-tech features being included more, we are just taking technology physically into the bathroom a lot more as well. So this is just looking at what we're doing in our bathrooms, and we can see that people that renovated are spending a lot more time on their mobile in the bathroom than people that don't renovate. That didn't renovate. And also looking year on year, we see the increase in mobile device usage in the bathroom is steadily going up as well. Mostly what we're doing is sitting there, standing there on social media at 21%, emailing as well, and texting. People that renovate as well are now 60% of them spend more than 30 minutes in the bathroom at any given time as well. So it is interesting to see just what people are doing when they are spending so much time in that bathroom. Looking at what color we're adding to our bathrooms and just color choice overall. So white has long been the top color of choice for bathrooms, and it does remain the preferred color for walls, vanities, and bench tops. Almost half of predominantly white bathrooms have a grey floor, and they're tiled with porcelain or ceramic tiles 74% of the time. Then when we're looking onto the finishes, so despite the rise in popularity of black, bronze, brass, and coloured taps, the top 3 taps are really the staples. So these are shiny chrome at 54%, matte chrome, and stainless steel as well. This is a bathroom with some beautiful finishes too. But you can see that they have opted for those black finishes too, and quite a textural tile just behind the mirror there too. So how much we're spending on our bathrooms. So this is how much people have spent or how much they plan to spend on their bathroom renovations. And it is an average spend nationwide too. So small bathrooms, so those that are less than 5 square meters in size, cost an average of $9,700 to renovate. And then bathrooms larger than this cost renovators an average of $13,000. Bathroom renovation, the spend did really vary by age. So with homeowners over 54 spending around 11,900, and the 35 to 54-year-olds spending around 12,700, and the under 35s are spending less at about 9K. So it is quite noteworthy, just on this note, that the majority of Australian homeowners in any generational group plan to stay in their home for at least 10 years. So that does partly explain the large scope and the investment in bathroom renovations today in Australia. And then finally, this is our wish list. So what people wish they installed in their bathrooms. And this is an interesting thing to note as a bathroom professional, particularly when you can really advise your clients to, hey, you don't want to regret not installing one of these features like many other renovators do. So overall, the top regrets were that they didn't invest in underfloor heating, in towel warmers, and in a lighted vanity mirror. So you can see on the bottom rows and the top right as well that we've broken down those top feature regrets by age as well there. And then just looking at who we turn to for renovation help. So it is a great note to see that overall professional hiring for bathroom projects is going up. So we saw an increase from 88% to 89%. So it is fantastic to see that 90% of renovators are not just attempting to do a DIY job and do this on their own. They are investing in professional help, which does really just nod back to the points we've been making, that people are looking to invest their personal savings and their time in this bathroom renovation in this house that they most likely won't move out of for at least 10 years. So they do want to make sure that the job is done correctly. Looking at who they hired. So the top hired design professionals were architects and bathroom designers nearly equally, and then an interior designer or decorator. And the service professionals, building specialist was way out in front at 69%, followed by a cabinet maker and a bathroom renovator too. So those are the big ideas around the bathroom renovations going on in Australia from our most recent survey. Like I mentioned earlier, all of these ideas, results, data points can be downloaded from our bathroom survey, which is just on Houzz in our About section. But I've also been recording this session, so I will be able to send this over to you and you can let me know any questions that do crop up from that. I will just say as well that because you have attended a webinar, you do actually then become entitled to a discount in our exclusive marketing program, which is called Pro Plus. So earlier I was mentioning how competitive the bathroom and kitchen market is for professionals on Houzz. Basically, to ensure that you are standing above the crowd and your work is really being put in front of the right users in your area, on top of the professionals that you may be in competition with, Pro Plus can really offer you solutions for that. So it is a premium paid version of your Houzz profile, and it basically provides local branding and gives you just a premium profile. So the way it works is that you buy areas of Australia or New Zealand, which are all split up, and we make sure that your photos and your profile are shown in these areas thousands of times each month. So say if you live in Melbourne, you want to attract clients in specific areas of Melbourne, you can then buy that area and we guarantee you local exposure to those users. So of course, your free profile is great and it shows your work and your photos in front of our global audience, but that doesn't really guarantee you local exposure or local leads as well. So we really want to make sure that Houzz isn't just a good branding tool for you, but it's actually giving you some quality clients and leads. And Pro Plus is a great way to ensure that you do get more of those. So the features are on the screen here. You get sponsored photos, which are guaranteed to be seen by local people in your area that are looking for projects like yours or people like you. You get guaranteed placement on the first page in our directory, ads in our newsletter and in our mobile app as well. A really cool feature are the analytics. You get access to really deep analytics to show who is on your profile, the clicks, the impressions, and also all of your photos broken down too. So you can see which of your photos are the most popular, what's resonating the most, and just what is attracting your local market. You get an account manager too that will make sense of all of this. They'll break down the analytics and they give you some specific help as well. So that is Pro Plus. Like I said, because you attended this webinar, you do get an exclusive discount on that, which is kind of easy win. So if you did want any more information on that, my email is on the screen right here. I will also just pop up this other quick poll here. If you did want just an initial consultation, so that's just over the phone, where basically the guys can just give you some more info on the program as a whole, let me know, or you can say yes or no, or just put it in a question right here today, and I can answer any more questions for you on that as well. So thank you so much for attending. I hope you did get a bit more of an insight into our bathroom trends and the data insights from our most recent survey. Like I said, I will send you this recording and a bit of a follow-up later today or tomorrow. Let me know any questions in the meantime. So thank you.